Quality chess, but still no wins for Alireza.
No, nobody can break through. Having said that, if we get to the bullet and it is a two-game match, you gotta think the young superstar, touted by many as if this was a 1+0 tournament, he very well could be the champion. 1+1 is not the same. It's a little bit different, considering you have increment, but can he pull that off? I like this. Expansion, big center, maybe for a kingside attack, maybe a d5 break in the future. How does Magnus hold him back here? This is a close type of Catalan game.
Yeah, this is really, really tense stuff. Alireza takes willingly the space advantage. The black knight is now forced back to a really passive square. Black is going to try and activate his bishop, though. Ooh, big moment. Bishop to a6 is in the air if that pawn is recaptured, given a question mark. But what is the idea there? Oh, he retreats. Levy, I think he might have miscalculated in that position. I think he could have given up the exchange by taking on c4, taking on c6. I think that's even opening theory. But missed opportunity.
Yeah, but he's going for this locked center approach. I've even seen Magnus play like this with the white side. He gives away this pawn on c4, Catalan style, black advances. I swear I've seen like 5 different games, like Carlsen Mamedyarov or something. Maybe the colors are flipped. Black just advances on the queen side, and white goes h4, knight e4, knight g5. But I have to say this is better for bullet, because in blitz you have enough time not to panic on the king side.
It's such high risk for white. I don't know if it's the situation that calls for it right now. Let's just go back, because I want to show this, Levy. And this could be important if they keep repeating this opening. Just a few moves ago, d takes c4 was given a question mark. Queen takes pawn. Bishop to a6 with a skewer is the idea. But if white takes on c6, and if the rook is captured, then there's this intermediate move, e takes f6, hitting a bishop, which will hit the queen, and white will emerge with 2 pieces for a rook. Some tactics there. I don't think it's so difficult to calculate. He kind of brushed over this moment, and now he's very much all in on a kingside attack.
There was also something yesterday where Hikaru and Alireza kept playing into something, but it didn't quite work out. That was actually Hikaru believing Alireza, and here Alireza is believing Magnus. Of course, you make decisions very quickly. You don't really think twice about it. But there it is. I mean, here comes the kingside stuff. I don't think this is easy at all for black. But if there was a format in which to play it in, which is really, really strong, it is 1+1.
Well, we've just seen our first en passant, I believe, of the finals here.
Woo!
Woo! Forced, of course, and some exchanges. This is the live position, given a question mark. Magnus not happy. Something's gone wrong, he feels. Uncomfortable position for black. Suddenly weaknesses appearing.
Yeah, what did he miss there? I mean, bishop f6 was a very, very natural move. I guess he didn't want to lose the pawn on e6, quite simply. But knight e5 is extremely powerful. If you lose the pawn on c6, your position is horrible. But bishop g5 is also horrible. I mean, I don't know which one you go for here.
This is hard for Magnus. It's not easy suddenly. Bishop g5 is such a scary threat. I think he's afraid of this one more than anything. He might be forced to sacrifice his exchange. Just leave the rook on that square, rook to c8, played. There was a miss given a moment ago, by the way, for everyone at home. Rook to e1 was apparently even stronger, hitting the e6 pawn than knight e5, but the most human move he played. And, oh, he's lining up now.
No, this is bad. This is very, very unpleasant. You're not defending this with 1 minute less on the clock than they have right now. I keep talking about the bullet, but 1:30. How does Alireza... Yes, he goes bishop g5, and now what? Now what? The rook is going to move. Then what's the move? Oh, because rook f8, knight g6 is just... Oh, no, knight g6?
Oh, setting up. Maybe rook f8 first, queen h4. Just quickly put it on the board. Magnus is going to leave his rook here, I think, but rook to f8 would lose on the spot to a move like queen h4, queen h5 with knight g6 smothered mate. Almost unstoppable.
They have to play g6, and you just lose everything.
So the rook cannot move. The blue arrow appears, Levy. How hard is that?
Well, you know you can't move the rook, so it's just a matter of what move do I play right now that is impactful and good. It's hard to play bishop d6 because you don't feel it does anything. If you take on e5, white just takes with the pawn, and that kind of kicks you out a little bit more. There you go. Knight c6 maybe even before you play bishop f6.
Wow, and the bar rises. It goes sky high. I hear some applause in the audience, people getting excited. Magnus is not happy at all. I don't think you should take this rook, though. I don't think white should rush. Maybe the pawn would recapture. Instead, he drops back his queen, and that rook is frozen. The threat, the idea, the ghost of knight g6 now in the air.
Knight g6 looks... Yeah, he just goes for counterplay. I'm not really sure there's anything else you can do. Not so simple, though, yeah? I mean, what do you play here? Can you play bishop g6 with the idea of, like, bishop f6, knight f7, and, like, you know, all ripping apart the position?
I like it. Just up the ante. Maybe there's no rush. Maybe you can just kind of take a time out, defend b2, or maybe even play b3. But he's looking for the kill. He's leaning in, Alireza.
Actually, bishop g6, bishop f6 just threatens gf, knight f7, and queen h6 mate. So that's that might not be the best move, but it is quite nasty.
Oh, it's in the air, but b3 apparently a mistake, and now black again needs to find bishop d6. Will it be second time lucky for Magnus? He didn't spot it last time.
No. Now he can get forked and have a rook taken.
Oof. It feels like knight g6 ideas will come with extra power as well. I mean, you can take one, and then you can take another rook with knight g6. You can be 2 exchanges to the good. But he doesn't want any material, Alireza.
What is Alireza like trying to do ultimately? I mean, of course he's completely dominant. He just doesn't see the breakthrough. He is trying to make Magnus panic here.
At some point he's got to cash in, surely. Like, there's material to be taken, therefore he takes the rook. Finally, there's a c6 pawn that's been hanging for a few moves here. He goes the other way.
Oh, double rook sack for Magnus, or did he just not see that? What is this?
Where else? I guess rook f7 was the only way, but then the e6 pawn was hanging. He'd far rather have a grip. At least he's attacking the white queen.
Oh, Alireza's going to lose his d4 pawn, and this is not simple whatsoever.
Wow, all the pawns for black. He even wants a queen trade, but rook sacrificed back, Levy.
He sacrifices the rook. Bishop d4, queen d4. There's queen d8 incoming.
Wow, brilliant move there. The queens might come off, but on white's terms. Queen c5 dodges, and we'll see that. A queen check at the top of the board.
And then you have to block, and a5 begins to fall. Queen d6, okay.
Oh, he's just material up with an attack. The white bishop's doing such a good job of stopping the black pawn there.
Take it. Rook e7. I thought rook e7 just looked completely winning.
That would have been game over, it feels like. Maybe c2 ideas, though. Counterplay. Magnus has centralized his queen.
Queen e5, no? Just queen e5 has to... Just feels like...
Maybe take and then queen e5.
Yes? Okay, I don't like how panicked Alireza is.
Oh, both sides have sacrificed rooks. Magnus is improving, though. That's a big pawn.
Ah, and he's going to just probably take on f4. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, just in time to defend himself.
But it's so stuck. How does white make progress?
Probably. Oh, now how does white make progress is the real question.
He gives a check.
Queen e3 he can play?
He needs to get his king off the back rank. King h2 maybe, and oh, Magnus is closing the door on the white rook.
No, but this doesn't work. He just takes it. He doesn't. Yeah, that's it. And Alireza is... Okay, I thought there was going to be a resignation.
Not over yet. White is struggling for a plan, but there we go, f4, and the black king has to give way, and Alireza takes the win.
Alireza Firouzja, what a game. There was